I just want to make sure. Wait, is there news? No, no news. Okay. Good evening, sir. Is this place open? Evening. I'm sorry, but the temple is closed until 6 in the morning. Would you let me in for just a second? It would be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what is this about? We had to increase security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us Savians. Someone sprayed "fuck Savians" on one of the temple walls last night. I lost something during the evening ritual. Listen, I lost something during the evening ritual and I need it back for my morning practice. Can I go in and get it real quick? What exactly? My bawas? I see. I forget mine all the time. Happens easily because they're not part of the final meditation. You know where you left them? Yes, I think so. Fine, go grab them. Please make it quick, and don't tell anybody. Thank you, sir. I'm remembering some of the game anyway. Oh, we got our gun out. Oh, 9 more. Okay. Find more. Put outline mode on. There's nothing to be looked at either. Super tense because I feel like this is mine to lose, right? Like I feel like I've done as best as I can up to this point, but if I get a like super bad ending, then I'm gonna be kind of bummed out. Mr. Moore, this is the CDI. Hands in the air right now. Step away from the device. Fuck. Oh, no. No, no, no. They're here. Listen carefully. We'll shoot you if you don't cooperate, okay? What the fuck are you on about? What's going on here? Mr. Moore, I'm CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they didn't do anything, okay? I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. Tell who? People walking up the stairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live. And if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Neil, what the hell are you doing here? Don't shoot. Stand down, all of you. What the fuck is that, Zora? That's our mole. Ignore him. Go get the other guy and make sure we don't blow up. Mr. Moore, you're coming with us. Neil, what is this about? Hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura's dead. What the? Who are you? Leave me alone. Not a trap. I'm here alone. Where are you taking him? That's none of your business. We had a deal. Moore's just a pawn in this. Listen, I think that Moore is just a pawn in this. There are bigger fish in the background. They're the ones we should have a closer look at. Okay, have a closer look at them then. You're leaving Moore alone? No? No, please, I didn't do anything. Let me take him in. He deserves a fair trial. What are you talking about? Laura, we need to run. Sorry, Neil, we have to make sure you won't follow us. Okay. Well, that didn't really work out too well, did it?
When I came to, my head and my shoulder hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place. I knelt down to examine the explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Jung had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, The explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting.
Mining.
Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with more? And fuck, what about the guard?
Guard's probably dead.
I hadn't heard him resist the intruders, so that was a good sign. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
Okay, so I got that clue about the bombs, right? He's in the mining industry, which makes sense because this guy was. I think the one mining company is definitely behind this. Before I do anything, let me just make sure outline mode is on, right? Definitely on. Okay. Make sure I don't miss something that's otherwise difficult to see. Sir, are you okay? What is going on here? I wanted to check what took you so long, and then I saw a bunch of people with guns walk in. I hid between the benches and they either didn't see me or didn't care about me. Yeah, I saw them. I hid in the attic. What did they do up there? They took a look around and left again. Maybe they were looters hoping to find something valuable. There's nothing valuable here. There's nothing valuable here. Don't they know that Slavians don't care about worldly possessions? I'll call the police. Good call. I can't stick around or my wife will start to worry about me. Wait, the police will want to take your testimony. Sorry, I really don't want to have to be implicated in that kind of stuff. Please don't mention us here at all. It's just a matter of wrong time, wrong place. But, good night, sir. Okay. That worked out fairly well, all things considered. So was my thing just get back to the train, but I figured. Well, we didn't stop them from taking him, but I don't think they're gonna just murder the dude either. They seem to like to take hostages. They seem to like hostage taking a lot. Something's definitely going to be going on here. Probably stop off and talk to the X here. Neil, anything new? No. Shit, I'm so scared. What if these people are lying to you? What if they never planned on letting her go? I've talked to them. They assured me they're only after the data. They'll keep their word, okay? Tell you what. If we don't have her back by tomorrow, I'll come clean and ask the CDI for help. Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. Hey, Neil. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Same. I kind of missed talking to you these last few years. I'm so sorry I didn't spend more time with you and Laura. I just couldn't. It hurts. I know how selfish that sounds, and it is. It sucks. No, I understand. I can relate. I always asked you to take care of Laura more, but sometimes I felt like doing it by myself was easier than seeing you again and again. I guess hug her. I think that's probably appropriate at this point. I'll get home and catch some sleep. See you tomorrow. Okay, See you. I mean, if I manage to not only solve this case without anyone getting killed and patch up this dude's marriage, man, that would be fantastic. I don't think it'll happen. That would be fantastic. Let's see the news. Escalation on Drovia, Gary and Daly. In the aftermath of Banny's death and the shocking announcement broadcast by his murderers, the situation in Drovia has come to a head. Large demonstrations and some violent clashes with security, some of which were allegedly instigated by Savient Front members, have rocked the colony over the past 24 hours. Multiple stores, most of them Garian-owned, have been demolished and looted. Protesters were holding signs demanding Drovian self-governance. Others warned of repercussions for Garian murderers. In a statement this afternoon, Prime Minister Marov ordered the protesters to refrain from violence, but also assured them that Gara would see severe consequences for what transpired. Meanwhile, Garian Savant Council urged President Robertson to do everything in his power to prevent any further attacks and anything else that could escalate the situation. Savians of Gara are fearing for their lives, their spokesman Ivan Broker said. We have heard many reports of people staying home instead of going to school or work because they are terrified. Gara's authorities and terrorism experts seem baffled by a liberator's sudden emergence. They came out of nowhere, says Professor Melissa Wellard, expert on political extremism at Molino University. They did not emerge from an existing known movement, which is very rare and frankly strange. Yeah, they've got some backing from some higher ups. That's what's going on. Uh-oh. Phone call. Hey, Saito, what is it? Hey, Neil, I have good news. Our IT department finally managed to retrieve some of the data Cox was trying to destroy. Most of it are bills and contracts that aren't important to our case. Still pretty illegal, though. But they also found a message that caught my eye. Like the one to Gonzalez. It was sent via the Mercurius network. Pretty sure it comes from whoever is behind the Liberators. I'll forward it to your cell. Good work, Saito. I'll have a look at it tomorrow morning. Need to catch some sleep first. Sounds like we're finally making headway in our investigation. See you tomorrow. I'm going to look at it right now, actually. Our cooperation. Albert, it's been a while since we last talked. I hope you're doing well. First, I'd like to thank you for the good work over the years. I'm glad that a fellow Drovian is taking care of securing our Telenium transports on Gara. Second, I have a proposal to make. Since our cooperation has been going so well, I thought we could extend it a little. I could use your help with an operation I've been planning for a few years now. It doesn't come without risk, but I can assure you that the payment will be good, and even more importantly, the mission promises a bright future for both our companies and revenge for what happened to your parents. Let me know if you're interested. Yours, A. Revenge for what happened to your parents. Revenge for what happened to your parent. So, and Albert was the CEO of AdSpot, right? That we brought in. Where the heck is that at? It's people. Yeah, Albert Cox, CEO of Cox Security Services. He fired a Gary and me and seems to be involved with Liberators. So his parents had a security firm on, if I remember correctly, his parents had a security firm on Drovia. Was it security? Yeah, a security firm on Drovia that went out of business because of the incident that happened. I have logs on that. Somehow involve the Liberators. But you are saving. You grew up on Drovia. It doesn't make sense to support anything. On Gara, sometimes life. You don't like it here? Why not? You consider Drovians your enemy and Sabians backwards radicals. If you have the choice between All the missions we ever get come from Drovia. Why haven't you gone back then? Yeah, your parents had a security company as well, didn't they? It was responsible for security at Sector 2, but they didn't do such a good job with Sector 2 blowing up and all. You know nothing about my parents. I've already said enough. Away from my lawyers now. Pretty sure that that was the thing, though. Where was it at? There's one clue I didn't actually get at CDI HQ, which is interesting. Wasn't it a... Permanent and Drovia. Yeah, I thought I had a thing here that said it, but I don't know where that is. That's the one problem I have with the game, is that it even though I like that it keeps all this stuff, it's spread out amongst too many things. And when I'm looking for a particular topic, I can't find it. I'm pretty sure it was... Pretty sure that was correct. Even though he said that I didn't know anything about his parents, I'm pretty sure I was correct that they had a security company. On Sector 2. That was responsible for Sector 2, anyway.
You may be asking yourself how I remained functional throughout all of this. How I didn't just collapse under the pressure and the looming prospect of losing my daughter forever. I think the truth is that over the years, I had gotten really, really good at tuning out the voice that always tormented me, that had always told me horrible shit. This was just adding to it. More to repress, more bubbling beneath the surface. Maybe if it had gone on for long enough, I would have imploded sooner or later.
Okay. Oh, she's back again? Okay. There you are. Zora, what is it this time? I'm here to tell you that my boss is happy with how things went, apart from you showing up unannounced. Don't pull something like that again, okay? What did you do to Moore? It's none of your business. Tell me, I gave him to you. We just talked to him, but it looks like he doesn't know much. Says his boss ordered him to do it, and he doesn't know who's behind all of it. We'll have to rely on that back door to the CDI network after all. Taking the data back seems to be the best way to get our money right now. We need your help to go through with it. Here's how this will go. 7 o'clock tonight, our hackers will commence the attack. It will only work if we have someone who is physically at the CDI computer at that time. A new user named 4x458 will pop up and request admin privileges that you'll have to grant. Zora, I have no idea what that means or how it works. I don't even know if my account can do that. I was afraid you'd say that. I guess you'll have to ask a system administrator to help you out. How do you think that'll go? Hey, IT, could you help me invite some hackers into our network? Isn't there someone on your team you could ask? Someone who will believe you if you tell them you're doing the right thing? You know you're talking about Saito. I can't. What if he says no? That's for you to figure out. You're a good talker. Force him if you have to. Once we're in, we won't have much time until we're kicked from the system automatically. A mere seconds to navigate to the right folder. In order to make it in time, we need to have an idea where to find the data. For which, in turn, we'll have to know what that data is about. And that's your job to find out. How's that sheet going I sent you? Making progress, but I'm not sure if I have all the information I need. And hurry up. We'll have to submit it by 1900 so we can start the hack. Okay. I'll call you once you've sent me the sheet. Make sure you're on a CDI computer with your friend. Let us in. Put the data on a stick and hand it to us at 11 tonight. I'm sending you the coordinates to our meeting spot. A bit further out, so make sure to be on your way in time. If we get the data tonight, I promise you'll have Laura back tomorrow. It'll be our last thing we ask of you. How am I supposed to believe you'll let Lara go? You can't know. You'll have to take my word for it. If I drag Saito into it and he tells anyone, I'll lose my job. I'll probably go to prison. Throw me a bone. I need to know she'll be fine if I do this. Tell me it makes a difference to you. I can't mean nothing to you to take a young life. It isn't up to me. You keep saying that, but isn't it, really? You have zero control over what happens? If you can do something, please tell me it isn't all the same to you if she lives or dies. Do what I say and she'll live, okay? But what if things go south? If Saito won't help me? If we don't have the right folder? You keep dodging the question. Tell me a human life has some value to you. It would end at some point anyway. Oh, give me a break. Everything is so easy if nothing means anything. Like you care about human life. What did you think would happen if you left more to us? Was I supposed to put my daughter in harm's way instead? Whatever. Your badge and gun betray you. You're a murderer like me. You're wrong about that. There's only one person whose death I'm directly responsible for. And you know what? It fucks me up. It's been years, and it still fucks me up. Is that so? I was chasing down a perp in a car, lost control and crashed into a building. The woman inside was dead on the spot. So quickly that she couldn't feel any pain or fear, what they said to me. And they didn't put you away for it? No. No, they didn't. Look, most people are garbage. There's a good chance the world is better off without her. What about you? How would you classify yourself then? Oh, definitely garbage. Wouldn't you agree that the world would be better off without most people in it? No, human life has inherent value. I don't agree. Human life has inherent value, and a bad person can always change. I said what I came here to say. You know what needs to be done. Thora. Yeah, she's a true believer, dude. You're not going to get through to her. Hey, Horace, how's it going? Let's feed you. It's been a while. Okay. Figured she'd be here. What's the... Take a smoke break. Alright. So, sounds like they want me to... Whoop. Oh, they want me to actually go to sleep? Okay. They're going to want me to go to work and try to make this thing happen, but sure, okay. We got to figure out more definitively what the data is on that disk than my guesstimation.
After I woke up, I stared at the ceiling for a while. Zora's words rang in my head. 7 o'clock tonight. I had to do what they asked of me, but I wasn't sure where the data they wanted was stored. I was running out of time. I sat up and made a decision. The sheet on the Liberators. I needed to complete it now. I had a feeling that all the puzzle pieces were there. If I found out who was in charge of the Liberators, I might finally understand what the data was all about and where to look for it. Or maybe I could force them to pay Zora's boss so he'd let Laura go.
Yeah, but we literally have no information. I mean, I have information. I have a guess based on the prologue, but my guess could be completely wrong. And may very well be completely wrong. They don't want me to leave? Submit the sheet. Really? Do you honestly believe that I have enough information to submit the sheet? Oh, you want me to you don't want me to submit the data sheet, you want me to submit the Liberator sheet. Okay. Okay. So something is telling me there's all these clues that I could have had, but there was nothing to interact with there. I guess if I had gone there with the GDI, I would have had all these other clues available to me, or CDI or whatever. So our cooperation. Fellow Drovian is taking care of securing our Telenium transports on Gara. It will be good, and even more importantly, securing our Telenium transport. I mean, the only thing I can think of, this is the only thing that the game has really given me at this point, which is why I'm like questioning whether or not this is a thing or not. If I look at the list of companies here, right? Milix Mining. Milix Mining is the only thing that's been mentioned. And they do have Telenium. And they're on Gara here. The problem is that the problem I have, though, is looking at this email. Yeah, I guess our transport's on Gara. So it would be on Gara, probably. I mean, that's the best thing I have to go on, is to say that it's Milix Mining. What? They are based on Gara. They belong to the mining sector and specialize in Telenium. I mean, that's the best I can come up with. There was one thing in the news, wasn't there? Milix wins 10-year court case. Made negative headlines 16 years ago when hundreds of employees filed a class action lawsuit against the mining giant. Many of them suffered permanent lung damage after allegedly having been exposed to harmful gases over prolonged periods of time. That would explain why the mining equipment that we saw on Drovia was from Garin. There was also Dan Kim, Milix, and Albert Dyson Enterprise got together in person for the first time in their lives. Their relationship is tense. Dyson extracts the majority of Drovia's Telenium. Its profits are severely undercut by its status as a colonial entity. By contrast, Milix is not only able to sell its ores directly to places like Venus and Novoa, but also buys up Telenium from companies like Dyson to resell it at a higher price. What prices Gara pays us have not changed in a long time, while costs steadily increase. Moving trade at this rate, we won't be able to turn any profit at all in a few years. Quickly examine the situation, but add the margins are not that big. The idea that we exploit other mining companies based on Drovia is not based in reality. But see, here's the thing. So he's saying fuel prices Geyer pays have not changed in a long time while cost steadily increased. So Dyson really has a motive for pinning the blame on Milix, right? Because then if he gets Milix shut down, then he can sell his stuff directly on the market, theoretically. But the problem is that he's like I think we interviewed both of these guys, and like neither of them were the smoking gun. I think the Milix guy was the more the smoking gun than anything else, right? Environment speech. Where's the thing at? Like Cox's office. About Mr. Cox. Restaurant, deleted message. Abraham Gonzalez found deleted message. Hired him to fetch a data module in Gara. Let's see, the Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. Which I guess that technically is a really big company. The other guard. Data. It is about why we didn't have sufficient at least. Eavesdropping. You rest assured that we know what we're doing. I didn't question that, but data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. I already told you content stick will help you find them. This over again. What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I really like to know what is in there. There's a lot going on in 1800s. Is that the folder name? I bet that's the folder name. I work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment. And there was a lot going on in 1800. Yeah. Light. Single word yet. Interrogating the businessman. Here we go. I'm Agent Conrad. Already talked to your colleague. Mr. Gonzalez. Doesn't matter. No, that wasn't it. Oh, the CEOs. Here we go. Abbott Dyson, Dan Kim. Busy day ahead of me. We were aware of what happened. We were just told it's terrible. It's a tragedy. Most importance. What are you implying? Saying very clearly that you only stand to gain from this tragedy. With Vanity dead, any real hope for Drovian independence goes out the window, which means we maintain the status quo where you already have all you want. So I guess technically, yeah, Kim did have the most to gain from it. Everything being hung door, I would have stayed on a million. The only ones who suffer from this Drovian people. Drovian independence you care about is your prospect to sell until I am to whoever you want. Yeah. Yeah, so Dyson really wanted Fanny alive so they could we could sell on the open market. I'm gonna have to go with it. I'm just gonna have to say that it's Milik, I think. Because they wanted to sabotage the independence movement so that they can corner the market. Continue to corner the market on Telanium. I'm not entirely sure of this, but I'm gonna go with it. So the Liberators. Yeah, I guess I think that's the best I can do. Commit. Let's do it. Conrad, ready to come back to HQ? The Liberators told the truth in that video. The second attack will go down today. Have to prevent it at all costs. Listen, Gary, I think I know who is behind the Liberators. What? Really? Yeah, I'll send you the name of the company. Good job, Conrad. I'll have the CEO arrested immediately. I'm on my way to HQ. See you in a bit. I'm not, as usual, not sure about that one. I mean, all the signs are pointing to that, but I feel like that was the obvious choice, and that's what's bothering me. We got an email. Good morning, Conrad. I'm taking a walk in a little park near your place this morning. You know the one. Once you leave the elevator, just keep going straight past the fountain. I'll be sitting down for a coffee near the gazebo. Come around if you want to join me. I'll be here for another hour or two. Best, Liam Campbell. Well, let's go talk to Liam. Oh, is he up here? Oh, wait, where's the... Here's the fountain. He did say the fountain, right? Going straight past the fountain. We're sitting down for coffee near the gazebo. Oh. Past the fountain? Oh, a whole other spot over here. Yeah, here he is. The Chief. We got some questions for the Chief. Morning, Chief. Morning, Conrad. Campbell now. Right. You wanted to talk to me? I need you to give me your word you won't tell anyone about our meeting today. Okay, you have my word. You're an excellent investigator, Conrad. You found out that the sniper shot at Banny from the Sakura Hotel. You have a sharp mind. You identified the bartender at the hotel as the one who helped Diaz escape. You found the sniper's boat in the harbor. That helped us track him down and retrace his escape. Figured out what Banny's murderer looked like. Thanks to that, we were able to catch him and his associate on Joris Plaza. And you determined who had started the Liberator's video at AdSpot. Why we could go after Moore and Cox so quickly. You know what makes you so good at your job? Question just about anything. In all my years at the CDI, I've never met a bigger skeptic than you. That can also make your life harder if you want to climb the ranks at the CDI. However, if that doesn't concern you, you might want to have a closer look at the Sector 2 incident. I don't know exactly what it is they're trying to hide, but the data they're so desperately protecting has something to do with it. Who? Who was hiding something? The AG for sure. Maybe just her. I think something happened back when she was director of the CDI. She's been acting strange. Sudden decision to arrest Cox when she heard his name was the last straw. One more thing, Conrad. There was a security alert in the database. Some unauthorized connection from your cell. Whatever it was you were trying to do, I took the liberty of dismissing the alert. There's no more record of it. Wow. I have to go now. This will be the first evening without work I had in a while. Thank you for meeting me. Wow. This dude had our back. Fortunately, we still got... that wasn't the only thing that was going to happen. Alright. Now we gotta figure out... There's probably a folder called 1800 or something. I mean, I think I'm pretty well on that they're like... They sabotaged the mining equipment. Or they sent faulty mining equipment which caused the explosion. But we'll see. No news there. This is the map, right? Conference. We gotta like... Oh, there's our phone. Hello? This is Evelyn Moore. Did you find my husband? What is it? Did something happen to him? He didn't turn up. I was right, wasn't I? He's not working with the Liberators after all. We're looking into it. What's that supposed to mean? Did you find him at... Uh-oh. Oh, something else. Did you find him at Corian Hotel or not? Now's not a good time, okay? You promised to protect James. If something happens to him, please, our son needs a father. Let's talk about it later. Yeah, I figured... I mean, promising her was probably not the brightest idea.